Check it out. Deuteronomy. We made it. We made it to the last book of the Torah, last book of the Pentateuch, fifth book in the Bible. I'm Tom, and welcome to Bible Made Simple. I am so excited that we've made it this far. We've done 5 books already. I hope these are a good overview and summary for you on just getting some good context of each book of the Bible, so that when you make time to do your quiet time and you read these books, you can more easily understand what is being said. So Deuteronomy is going to pick up where Numbers left off. I know, I keep saying that. I want you to remember that if you want to know what's going on, look back a little bit. Go backwards and find out. This is one big, long story. These first 5 books are a sequence of events. And if you want to know what's going on, go back a little bit and figure it out. So Numbers left off with the new generation arriving at Canaan. The old generation, the original generation, messed things up too much, and God had to be just, the just holy God that he was, with those people. But he restored his covenant and said, look, you can go to the edge, you can't go in, but your children can. Your future generations can. If you do X, Y, and Z, your future kids, your kids' kids, and so forth, will be able to go into Canaan and fulfill this covenant. So they renewed this covenant. They're at the land, and Moses says, okay, it's time. Here we go. Hang on. Before you go, I put together the Torah, and this is why I did it. I'm going to remind you about all of the stuff that got us to here. You started here. You came to Egypt. Egypt was terrible. You left Egypt, and now you've gone through the wilderness. That wasn't very much fun either. Now we're here, and now we're about to finally fulfill this covenant. You get to take the torch. The parents are passing the torch to you. You're coming in, and here's how you're going to do it. So that's the first part of Deuteronomy. The major middle section here is this list of expectations to how they're going to live once they get into the land. And yes, I know a lot of people use these books to kind of beat down the Bible and be like, it's just a big rule book. It's just a big book of laws. Look at this, is ridiculous. This is preposterous. I can't possibly do this. I want you to ask yourself not what the laws were that were in these books, but why the laws were given. That's the right question. You're asking the wrong question if you're asking what the specific laws were. The right question to ask is, why was it so important that they were given all these laws, that God wanted the major parts of these books to be written about them? Here's why. God wanted to make a great nation of Israel. He wanted the Israelites to go on to be, just this influence to the rest of the world as to why he is the one true God, and why following him and serving this God, him, is better, is different. And in order to do that, he needed to give them a structured list of expectations to how to live that are different from the nations around them. The nations around them frequently just made up gods, just worshiped whoever they wanted to. They had no ethical and moral compass. And God needed to unify this people and show these other nations that there's something different about them. And that's how they're going to do it. He's going to do that by giving them this unified, this structured list of rules that the other nations don't have to live by, so that they see that there's something different. And that's what we're not supposed to take the laws from today, and compare them to the laws in the Bible and be like, this is too different. We can't possibly do this. That's not the context that the laws were given in. The laws were given in the context of this time, during this time period. We have different governments, we have different cultures, we have different things going on. It's not about the specific law. It's about the fact that followers of Christ, followers of God, are supposed to live differently than the world around us. That is the point. That is the point here. We as followers of God are supposed to be different and influence the others around us to wonder, what's different about them? Why is their life better than mine? What do they have that I don't have? And that's why we have these rules and these laws and these expectations given to us in the Bible, so that we can be different, so that we can be better than we were. All right, so we've made it through this long section here of expectations in the middle, and then Moses is going to say, all right, guys, you know what you have to do. Now it's time to go do it. But before you go, let me give you a pep talk. And so he talks them up, and it's like, look, you want to do this. You want to follow these rules, because if you follow these rules, all of these great things will happen. God always fulfills his covenant. He will fulfill this promise. You want to follow these expectations, these rules. If you don't, it's not going to be pretty. He also says that there's a warning in there. There's a warning there saying, like, look, guys, you've seen that God remains faithful. Follow the rules. He'll do what he says. If you don't, the XYZ happens and you're not going to like it. And so as he's wrapping up, there's some poems and some real, it's just beautiful stuff that Moses tells the Israelites. But then it becomes very clear that his expectations are not super high for them because, he's like, guys, I know you guys. I've been here a while. I've seen kind of the pattern you guys take, and you're probably going to mess this up. But you need to remember that if you mess this up, God is still there. God will be there. He's always there. If you are distant from God, it's because you moved, not him. Turn back to God and start walking towards him, and he will take you in. You just have to make the choice to go there. So yes, you will likely screw this up, but that's not the end. Turn back, ask for forgiveness, repair the relationship, and move back to God. Then that's the end of the book. Moses, walks up the mountain, and he does pass away on the mountain. He never makes it into the promised land that he led this massive generation of people to. But that's okay, because I truly believe that Moses is in the presence of the Lord now, and eventually he did get what he was working towards. Ultimately, was to be with God. I hope you've enjoyed the book of Deuteronomy and the Torah and these first 5 books. This has been really fun doing this. I'm so excited we've made it here. The next book is coming soon. The next episode is coming soon. Enjoy reading the Torah. Enjoy reading the Bible. It's supposed to be fun. And if you like what's going on with these videos and what we're doing, you can check out trekkministries.com, TRKKministries.com. Or if you want to financially be a part of supporting this type of product that we're putting out as part of our ministry, you can support us through MVI, missionaryventuresinternational.org/Watkins. I can't wait to see you again. Have a good day.